Hey guys, welcome to Mikey's Video Game Madness. Today is a total cop-out because we're playing the game that has probably been one of the games that's been recorded the most beside Call of Duty, and this is Super Mario Bros. 3. I'm surprised I haven't done this yet, but I've always wanted to. This is one of my all-time favorite games, and I just felt like playing Mario Bros. 3. I'm playing it through the Nintendo Wii on the Virtual Console, so I didn't have to pull out the old NES, and it's just easier this way. And I really like the controller the Nintendo Wii has. It's made for grown-ups. I guess it's the Pro controller. I don't know. It kind of makes me sad though that Nintendo's totally abandoned the original Wii's Virtual Console. Like, we should have gotten a lot of the games that the Wii U is getting on Virtual Console. It doesn't make sense to me. It makes sense, but it's just sad that they're just doing it to make money, because they released like Earthbound and some of those games on the Virtual Console. I'd be more than happy to pay for it through the original Wii, but you know what? That's why I don't have a Wii U, because they don't really have any original games, although Super Mario Bros. 3D Land does look kind of sweet. But I'm not going to get a console for one game and nothing in the horizon that looks like it has any potential that I've seen so far. Maybe once they get their Zelda game, who knows, but I actually prefer the 3DS. I think Nintendo should stick to handhelds and release the kind of games that they're releasing on Virtual Console and the handhelds, because the 3DS is more than capable of handling most of those games. But anyway, let's start. So this is Mario Bros. 3. We first saw this game in the United States, at least, on the movie The Wizard with Fred Savage and a bunch of other people I don't remember. But it was way better than anybody could have possibly imagined, and I kind of consider Super Mario Bros. 3 as kind of my babysitter as a kid. My mom paid this guy that was like, I guess he was 15 years old. He was like the neighbor, and she'd give him money if he just like watched me while like she was at work. I know I never had a hot babysitter. I totally missed out on that. I just had some 15-year-old dude. But anyway, after I was done my homework, I got to play Super Mario Bros. 3 all day. So I played this game a bunch of times, and you know what? It's one of those games that doesn't get old. Besides like Double Dragon 3 and some other shitty sequels on the Super Nintendo. Not on Super Nintendo, on the original Nintendo. Like, when you had part 3 of something, it still meant it was good. And like, between this game and Castlevania 3 are like probably my favorite games on the Super, I keep on wanting to say Super Nintendo, on the original NES. And just fantastic games. Super Mario Bros. 2 is a completely different game, because it was reskinned. There was this game called like Doki Doki Panic. If I'm saying that wrong, I apologize. And it had like this Arabian theme, and they reskinned it to have Mario characters for Super Mario Bros. 2 on the US, because the Super Mario Bros. 2 is the Super Mario Bros. Legends of Lost Levels on Super Mario All-Stars. And that was kind of like they didn't have really expansion packs back then on the NES, but it was more or less an expansion pack of the first Mario that was obscenely hard. I mean, I know people can finish it, but it was just a cheap game, and they didn't want to release that to the US, so instead they reskinned that game, the Ducky Ducky Panic game, to be a Super Mario Bros. 2, which I think was a good move on their part, because playing the Japanese version of Super Mario Bros. 2, it's kind of awful. And I believe they released the reskin version in Japan as like Super Mario Bros. 2, like US, or the US version or something. It had like some sort of like subtitle to it. But anyway, so around the time that Super Mario Bros. 3 came out, nobody quite knew what to expect. I'm not getting any of the hidden whistles. I'm aware of them, so you guys in the comment section don't have to tell me. If you do, I mean, feel free, but you'll know what my answer is already. I played this game way too much. Like, I should remember important things in life, and I remember where 1-ups are in Super Mario Bros. 3. It's kind of pathetic. Now, you might be thinking that it's a miracle that I managed to get stars just like that, but really all you have to do most of the time, you'll screw up every once in a while, is just to run and jump, and you usually get a star almost every time. Now this, I believe, is random. I don't know what's in it, and I'm probably going to suck at that matching game. But whatever. Just follow me on this journey. When I was a kid, this level used to frustrate me. Anything with platforms frustrated me. So when Super Mario 64 came out, and there was like 3D versions of these types of levels, I almost had a heart attack. They really stressed me out. I guess the extra depth made it feel like I was actually gonna fall. I'd get really nervous when I play the platform levels. This might be the first time I've actually used the Pro controller on this particular game on the Wii, and I have to say it feels fantastic. I don't play the Wii much because I don't have that many games for it. Like, out of all the systems I play beside when I make my videos or whatnot, I usually play the PlayStation 3. See, it doesn't work all the time. Like, I ran that time, but that's partially because I didn't get enough speed. Now watch me fuck up this. Yep, already messed it up. Maybe I can get the bottom part right. There we go. A mutant mushroom. If you actually could get that in the game, I imagine it would probably do some badass things. There's also a whistle in here. If you kept the kangaroo suit, I'll show you where it is for you kids that didn't grow up with this game. Although retro is in, so maybe you guys know the trick. If you use the well, I can show you. If you ran right here and flew up to the top, you could actually go on top of there and then go over there all the way to the right and then press up. I'm saying there, and I realize that you guys can't see me move my fingers. I kind of feel retarded. Sorry, mentally challenged. This part right here confuses a lot of people. You have to hold down and it won't crush you. If you don't duck when it goes down all the way, it won't kill you, but it'll shrink you. Man, that guy was such a challenge. Pretty much with those guys, don't give them a chance to get up. If you ever see a white block too, if you hold down, you'll be able to go through it and you'll kind of blend into the background, and that's usually an indication that there's a whistle nearby. Hold down on this part and you can do something fancy like that. I'm sure you guys are learning, all you new players are probably learning all the tricks all over again, because now they're coming out with like the new Super Mario Brothers series. But for a while, people were used to playing the 3D versions, didn't know that you could lift up turtle shells, etc., etc., and be able to throw them, and I don't know. The Mario games are so different now, but now they're releasing the older types of Marios, but I don't know, they need to do something new with those because they're starting to feel reskin. I don't know if this is random or not. I remember going to somebody's house and they had like a sheet of paper with all the what the cards were on there for that particular scene. Sorry, my speech totally screwed that up. It's hard for me to pay attention and talk at the same time, but you know that if you watch my videos. For the time, these graphics were pretty amazing. I mean, it's comparable to a early Super Nintendo game. I mean, it doesn't have the multicolored polish of Super Mario World, but I know it's blasphemous to some people, but I prefer this over Super Mario World. I'll just get one up, but it's better than no one-ups. Go visit my little mushroom hut. And if you're not used to this game, you can switch during the world map to those little items and basically use them if you need them. Like if you're a little guy and you're about to play a hard level, or difficult level would be probably proper to say, you can actually use those items. When you play Super Mario All-Stars, most of the time the whatever the king gets turned into are actually like bad guys from Super Mario Brothers 2. I don't know if they ran out of memory or not, but it does it on the Super Mario Brothers 3 Advance version on the Game Boy Advance. Like it does the same thing the Super Mario Brothers All-Star version does, but the NES version, the king actually turns into things that aren't enemies in the game. But anyway, nobody knew what Super Mario Bros. 3 was going to be like because the Super Mario Bros. 2 was so different, but it ended up being a lot like a better version of the original Super Mario Bros. It seems like as of lately, though, in the past decade or so, they've gone back to changing each Mario into a completely different game. There's never like usually like a true sequel. We haven't really gotten like a true sequel of the games until the new Super Mario Brothers games, and then we got Super Mario Brothers Galaxies 2, but before that there wasn't like a sequel of a Mario game that was exactly like the one before. Each game was kind of like its own series or own type of game. Like after Super Mario Brothers 64 there was Super Mario Brothers Sunshine, then after Sunshine there's Galaxies, or Galaxy. There's no S at the end of that, but there should be. If they come out with it on Wii U, they should put a S. It'll sell more copies, I promise. So I remember finishing this game, first world, and going to the world 2, which is an Egyptian themed world. I almost shit my pants because at the time I was obsessed with Indiana Jones and Egypt and stuff like that, and I was so excited that there was pyramids in the background. And that's all I have to say about that. I think I ran and told my dad, and it was in the morning, and he was probably like, who gives a fuck, go back to bed. But to me, it was important for him to know. Don't let these first few levels trick you. This game can get deceivingly hard when it starts to get the world 6 through 8. I kind of wish they kept the laid back feel of the earlier levels in this game, at least to a reasonable extent. see if I can get a star this time. I probably won't do it. No, I ran and I got one. I was really hoping that it did. I didn't want to eat my words. Yeah. By the way, listen to the Yes. It's one of my favorite bands. It's a good band. I don't know which album you'd like the most. Listen to them all. They're different. And I fucked that up again. Exactly in the same way. What are the odds of that? Pretty high, I guess. Either the color on my TV is off, or the sky kind of looks purple to me. I don't know. I'm colorblind. I can't tell. And I'm sure it'll look even more different on YouTube. Let's try to run and get another star. Alright guys, this was Super Mario Bros. 3. If you haven't played this game already, it's on multiple systems. Just go on Wikipedia and look up which system is the right system for you to play it on. But this is one of those things, if you're into video games, even if you don't like the game, try it once. This is one of those classics that if you're into games, everybody needs to play at least once. There's not much I can say about this game that hasn't already been said. It's fantastic. It's one of my favorite Super Nintendo games. Although this is on the Super Nintendo and Super Mario All-Stars, but it's one of my favorite NES games. It's a tie between this game and Castlevania 3. But yeah, if you haven't played this for whatever sick twisted reason already, play it already. It's fantastic. Why are you watching this? Go play the game. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.